Hello, my friends. I hope you're all doing good. So, this is the video solution of this week's worksheet, and we're going to work on it together. So, again, this is the solution of the second science worksheet. So, guys, we did an experiment, and at the beginning of the experiment, the plants get the same amount of sunlight, same amount and same composition of soil. The only difference is that we gave these two plants different amount of water. So plant A was receiving 1 cup of water every day, as you can see. Every day, plant A was receiving 1 cup of water, while plant B was receiving 1 cup of water once a week. So every week, plant B was receiving 1 cup of water. Okay. In order to grow healthy, plant A has sunlight, minerals, CO2, enough water. This is the first choice. Sunlight, minerals, and water. So I think that I need to cross this one because plants also need CO2. Since CO2 in here is absent, so this means that this answer is wrong. Without CO2, plants cannot grow healthy. Sunlight and enough minerals. So the third choice misses water and carbon dioxide. So the first choice is the correct answer. All plants need 4 things to grow healthy, and we can notice how plant A is growing in a healthy way and in a beautiful way. So plant A has sunlight, minerals, CO2, and enough water. Plant B lacks. So let's take a look on plant B. Plant B growth is so low. It's growing but so slowly. So this means that there is something missing in here. The plant is suffering from something. Plant B lacks. So plant B doesn't have enough what? Sunlight, minerals, or water. So as we said in the beginning, we were giving plants A and B same amount of light and same amount of minerals since the composition of soil was the same. The only difference was the amount of water giving to each of these plants. And I'll choose the third answer. Plant B was receiving 1 cup of water once a week, every week only 1 cup of water. For this reason, plant B was growing so slowly. Plant A growth. What can you say about plant A growth? Is it complete or incomplete? Plant A is growing in a beautiful way, so its growth is complete. A deficiency in water causes. So didn't we say that plant B lacks water? Plant B doesn't have enough water. So what happened to plant B because of that? We didn't give plant B enough water, so what happened to it? Plant B has an incomplete growth. Plant B has a complete growth. No, I'm gonna cross this one because we noticed that plant B isn't growing in a healthy way and it is growing so slowly, so I crossed this one. It has no effect on plant B's growth. What do you think? I will choose the first answer. When a plant B lacks water, so plant B lacks water, it doesn't have enough water. This what causes plant B's incomplete growth. Plant B is growing so slowly. Last part, to grow healthy, plants use water for what? Do they use it in the food making process that we call photosynthesis? or we use it to produce sugar in the leaves of the plants. This is a bit tricky, but through photosynthesis, plants use water and make sugar. So both answers are correct. Okay? Through photosynthesis, by photosynthesis, plants use water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight energy. They put all of these components or ingredients together and produce sugar in the leaves. Do not forget that the leaves are the kitchens of the plants. The figure in question number 2 shows a strawberry plant with lots of arrows showing things that plant collects from its environment. Indicate 2 things that plants need to grow. I said them. I told you what plants needs in the first question. We said that plants need 4 different things to grow healthy. Okay, and if we look closer at the diagram, we can see that plants are taking sunlight energy and carbon dioxide, and they are also soaking minerals and water from the soil. So it's enough to me to mention 2 things only. You need to list 2 things only. I will write carbon dioxide, or you can put CO2, carbon dioxide, and water. Give the name of the pigment that gives the plant their green color. The leaves of plants contain something or a substance that gives them their green color and that catches sunlight energy, and this pigment is called chlorophyll. Wait, I will color it in green. Determine. Each time I asked you to determine, you have to justify and tell me why did you choose your answer. Do non-green plants go through photosynthesis? So let's revise again. Let's remember what photosynthesis is. Photosynthesis is the food making process that green plants go through. What do plants need? For photosynthesis, they use 3 things: carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight energy. Carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight energy. How do plants trap sunlight energy? Using chlorophyll. Okay, so non-green plants have no chlorophyll. None. Let me read it right for you. Non-green plants have no chlorophyll in their leaves, so the leaves cannot trap sunlight energy. So can these plants do photosynthesis? Can they go through photosynthesis? Non-green plants, let me color them with this since they are non-green. So non-green plants, they have no chlorophyll in their leaves, so the leaves cannot take the sunlight energy. These plants are incapable of going through photosynthesis. To go through photosynthesis, plants need sunlight energy, and these plants do not have chlorophyll to capture it or to catch it. Determine again, you have to tell why, you have to explain. Do strawberries taste sweet? Yes, strawberries taste sweet. Why is that? Because the sugar made by the strawberry plant, I'm gonna explain this once I'm done writing, because the the sugar made by the strawberry plant through photosynthesis is stored in the fruits of the plant. So the strawberry plant is a green plant. Okay, so it goes through photosynthesis in order to produce its own food, which is sugar. Okay, so these plants produce sugar and they store it in the fruits. For this reason, strawberries taste sweet. Sammy placed the plant in a dark closet. He watered the plant with enough water, but after a week, the plant turned yellow and died. Indicate the reason behind the death of the plant. They gave us three different reasons, and we have to choose which is the reason that is behind the death of Sammy's plant. The plant couldn't absorb water without light. The plant needed light to make its food. The soil was poor in nutrients. They did not say this, so I'm gonna cross this one. They did not talk about nutrients. So I think Sammy gave his plant the nutrients or the minerals that it needs. But what did he do? He placed the plant in a dark closet. So he placed the plant in a dark closet without light. Can plants live without light? No, they cannot. Okay, a plant can absorb water even without light, but the reason was that the plant needed light to make its own food. So I'm gonna highlight and choose this answer. Question number 4. We have two different plants, plant A and plant B. Plant A is a beautiful plant that is growing in a healthy way. Plant B is growing slowly. It's shorter than plant A and it looks yellow. Indicate the plant that is planted in mineral poor soil. So one of these plants is found in a soil that is poor in minerals. It doesn't contain enough minerals. So it's plant B. Okay, they said indicate. So there's no need to explain our answer, but I'm gonna say this quickly. Plant B shows an incomplete growth. It's not growing healthy, so there's something bad or there's something missing in this plant's environment, and I think because this plant is placed in a mineral poor soil. What will happen to plant B after some time? This plant lacks minerals. It doesn't have enough minerals, so the plant will die. The plant will die after a while. Indicate if the leaves of plant B will be able to synthesize food for the plant. Explain. Okay, so look at plant B's leaves. The leaves of this plant are yellow. So I will write this. The leaves of plant B are yellow. Okay, the plant is losing the chlorophyll, right? The chlorophyll that gives the plant the green color. So the plant is losing the chlorophyll. This plant, okay, sorry. This plant will be unable of making photosynthesis, because to make photosynthesis you need sunlight energy, and plants really need chlorophyll to catch sunlight. This plant is losing this chlorophyll, so it cannot catch sunlight energy anymore, and it cannot synthesize food for the plant. Okay, so again, the leaves of plant B are yellow. The plant is losing the chlorophyll. This plant will be unable of making photosynthesis because the leaves are unable of trapping or of catching sunlight energy. Okay, and that's it.